Donald Trump unveiled his plan to revamp the VA. It includes things like more health care choices, more accountability. But Concerned Veterans for America says that it falls short on specifics and lacks outlined steps that are necessary to tackle the issue. Concerned vets claim that the plan does not propose a path that restructures the VA's failing health care system. Pete Hegseth, the Cpayne CEO, joins me now. Pete, what was your specific problems with Donald Trump's plan, which I think was warmly received by a lot of veterans, and a lot of people appreciate that you've got a presidential candidate putting this front and center?
Well, very much. So we appreciate that, too. What Donald Trump has done has reinvigorated the VA debate on a lot of levels. So we don't take that away from him at all. And his principles on choice and accountability were very good. Giving a veteran a choice, holding people accountable. What we saw, though, was a 3-page PDF that was on the surface good in principle, but didn't actually get at what we thought were some of the real systemic issues of VA, like reforming VHA so that it's not a bureaucracy in a healthcare system. Maybe it would eventually get to that, but when you look at the plan, it doesn't pull in a lot of the principles that those who look at this problem seriously have been talking about for a long time. So a lot of good principles, just not a lot of depth.
What's the number one thing that should happen? Should there be greater access to non-VA hospitals so that we get this backlog, shrink that down, and get care to these vets immediately?
Yes, yes. And in that sense, Trump's plan is a good one. It just, if you want to both give choice but also make sure that the VA is there for those who need it, there's a different way to go about doing it than just his, which is a card based on a Medicare reimbursement rate. So it gets at the right principle. So we're not looking to sort of undercut everything Trump is saying, just that, hey, it's the start of a conversation, not the complete reform plan.
Another big issue is the homelessness amongst veterans today. I mean, it's just at a staggering level. Over 50,000 of them sleeping in the streets, struggling to find work. We're looking at some scenes right now, and it's just so heartbreaking that the people that keep us free, that have kept us free, Pete, are suffering like this. What can be done?
Well, Charles, I appreciate the extent to which you highlight this issue and have on your program for a long time. I mean, as the economy goes, so goes the livelihood of a lot of veterans. So there is that aspect, but the VA just hasn't been as effective as it can be in ensuring that we find these veterans, focus on them, and give them sort of a hand up as opposed to a hand out to make sure they have every opportunity they need. The bureaucracy, as you won't be surprised to learn, hasn't been as effective as it can be in addressing these folks. So they set a goal to end homelessness. They're not going to reach ending homelessness. Boy, could we be better at addressing the problem amongst a lot of veterans.
You know, Pete, I just feel like the vets, we owe them almost everything. And my father is a vet and you're a vet. We appreciate and thank all the work that you guys and everyone else has done. We'll get it resolved with people like you. Thanks a lot.